Hi, I'm Alicia Kennedy. I'm a food and culture writer, author, and the publisher of a newsletter called From the Desk of Alicia Kennedy, where I write about food, culture, media, and politics. So, a lot of people have been asking me lately why I moved off Substack, and they've been Googling to see whether I wrote about it. But it is way too boring to write about. But since there's nothing too boring to talk about, I figured I could do that. And so here we are. So I launched my newsletter through Substack in March of 2020. The truth is that I signed up for Substack the way I would sign up for anything in the past, the way I ended up on Diaryland and LiveJournal and Friendster and MySpace and Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr. The way I ended up on all of them was that I just like to post and publish, and that's what I've been doing for almost 30 years of my life, since I was about 12 years old. And so going onto Substack was just what people were doing, so it was what I did. And then I started to publish essays and started to get a bit of traction. I had already been a writer, freelance writer for 5 years, so I was known in that sphere to an extent. I was not well known by any means. So in 2020, the pandemic happened. I had been working as a contributing writer and a contributing editor to a couple of publications. They don't exist anymore. I thought I could use the newsletter as a way to keep editors on top of what I was thinking about, remind them that I exist, and maybe get the word out about my work to more people. It turned out to be a thing all unto itself, and I'm really, really grateful for that. I was able to kind of immediately go paid. I think in 2021, I hit 2,000 paid subscribers. I am still at over 2,000 paid subscribers over 5 years later. In June this year, I decided to move my newsletter from Substack to Beehive. There had long been political reasons for me to not want to be on Substack, which is that they don't really moderate, especially when it comes to certain right-wing content, transphobic content, etc., etc. For me, I justified my presence there by saying I'm using a platform. I don't necessarily love Meta, but I'm posting on Instagram, right? This is the cost of doing business these days. But because Substack had launched this app, had launched Notes, had become something a lot more like a walled algorithmic social media garden, and because I realized that it was becoming extremely difficult, especially on mobile, to read anyone's newsletter without being prompted to download or open up the app, I was like, you know what, this is getting into a space that I don't like. And so I started to make the move to Beehive. I also save money by moving to Beehive because Substack takes 10% of paid subscriptions, and I pay Beehive a flat fee every month. Right now that's $250 to host my newsletter and send it out. It has great deliverability. It has a lot more tools like segmentation and automation for, doing a newsletter media business in a real way that Substack does not have. I also, because I am paying them $250 as a freelancer, that now means that my costs of doing business are more transparent, and so it ends up being a nice deduction, I suppose. And so that's really the story. I moved for business reasons, and I moved because I do not like to create content for tech companies. Like, we do that enough. So I wanted to be more committed to my newsletter as my publication, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm also launching a new publication in the fall, and I didn't want to do that on Substack. It's not good for multi-author publications the way it is now, and it's also not really great in terms of control over design, and I wanted control over a lot of the look and the feel of my new publication. And I also love now having real control over the look and feel of my own publication, From the Desk of Alicia Kennedy, and getting to, use colors, center the text, like things that are so basic that you don't get to do on Substack. I'm having a great time doing it now. It also, like, when I upload an image, I get to go through my own library of images and that sort of a thing. It's really just more functional. Of course, there are growing pains. I'm going through, various questions with the tech team over there. Because I have a bunch of free subscribers and paid subscribers, my migration took a really long time because it's also 5 years of publication. Like, it took a long time to do that. I was on Google Meet with their tech people a lot in May and June before I moved over. So it's not without its growing pains, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. And I I'm into it. I'm into it. I sent some tech questions to their team yesterday because I published transcripts of interviews, and they've gotten messed up a little bit. People are having issues with staying logged in. That's apparently by design for security reasons. But I'm pretty hopeful that things will work out, and that's the story, that's the scoop on why I moved from Substack to Beehive. Oh, also, even though Beehive is sort of another tech company, and of course there's the open source platform of Ghost, which other people have used, I just like Beehive's tools a little bit more. I like that I have a really robust tech team there that I can go to with any questions. And so it just made more sense. They're really committed, I think it seems so, to being a newsletter platform, which is also why they have a lot of business bros over there, but it is what it is. So I'm hopeful that Beehive will not make the same mistakes as Substack, because they have positioned themselves as a sort of anti-Substack.